Welcome back to Building Character, where we figure out how to play as your favorite fictional characters in Dungeons & Dragons. Join the Patreon for this character sheet and a whole bunch more, and like and subscribe for better disguises next time you play. Maybe. Today we're building Agent 47, the world's most deadly hitman from the video game series, oh shoot, I'm forgetting the name. There's also movies, but we're not talking about those. I have limits, folks, and those limits are movies that do my boy Timothy Oliphant dirty.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Let's start off with our goals for this build. First, bamboozle. We need to disguise ourselves to hide in plain sight and avoid detection from our marks. Next, we need to kill people really good. If you just wear disguises to be unrecognized, that would be a Sacha Baron Cohen build. Not a bad idea, actually. I've played that in a campaign. It's pretty fun. Finally, we need to be deadly with everything. That means every weapon, but also every non-weapon. We need to get bananas with bananas. For stats, we'll be using the standard point array from the player's handbook. Roll for stats if you want, just watch those multi-classing minimums, please. Dexterity will be number 1. Sure, you can use any weapon, but guns are really your bread and butter. It's way easier than killing someone with literally bread and butter. Charisma next. If you want to disguise, you need dis high so they don't recognize dis guy. Wisdom after that. Perception's important. How else would you notice that your mark is close to a cliff? Follow it up with intelligence. You're pretty great with technology. You can't afford to struggle with adaptation. Strength is a bit low. You have superhuman strength. We can patch this up with some skills, and we'll dump constitution. Again, it's another thing you're amazing at, but we can't have everything high, and this isn't used for a lot of skill checks. Kind of a Mary Sue. I hate all characters who aren't good at everything regardless of their gender, right folks? If we ever go 24 hours without someone getting salty on the Korra, Captain Marvel, or Rey videos, I will never make this joke again, promise. You're a clone of a human, which means that you're pretty much human, just like custom lineage is pretty much human. That will give you a free feat, like Tavern Brawler. To make your unarmed attacks deal 1d4 plus your strength modifier and bludgeoning damage, you get proficiency with improvised weapon attacks, and you can make a grapple check as a bonus action after you attack with an unarmed strike or improvised weapon attack, which you're going to be pretty good at despite your low strength score. You also get +1 strength or constitution. We'll go for constitution, since I regret dumping constitution really badly already. Pump your dexterity up with your 2 free points, grab investigation for your skill of choice, and the hermit background for deception and stealth. Wait, that's not the hermit background. It's a different background in disguise. We'll start off as a rogue, giving you 4 skills from the rogue list. Athletics, perception, sleight of hand, and performance will help you pretend to be a basketball player, birdwatcher, juggler, and mime all at level 1. You get expertise in 2 skills of your choice. Stealth and performance are your most important skills, to hide in plain sight and hide in not plain sight. Both of those will help you land your sneak attack, which lets you add a d6 of damage when you have advantage on the attack or an ally within 5 feet. You tend to work alone, it will probably be advantage for you. You do have to be using a ranged or finesse weapon, so daggers and guns would be the best. Maybe you can convince your DM a tire iron should be finesse though. I believe in you. Second level rogues get cunning action, letting you dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action. If you need to rush someone down, if you need to get away, or if you just want to dive into a bush, you've got options. Cunning action is a very useful ability for an assassin. Though if you really want to be an assassin, hit the 3rd level of rogue. For the roguish archetype, assassin. That'll give you proficiency with disguise kits and poisoners kits, and it will let you assassinate. Creative name. That gives you advantage on attack rolls against a creature that hasn't acted in initiative yet, and you can critically hit any surprise creature automatically. You can line up a perfect shot better with steady aim, giving you advantage on an attack roll as a bonus action as long as you don't move that round. Just line the shot up, then watch the head go bye-bye with a guaranteed 2d6 sneak attack damage. 4th level rogues get an ability score improvement. Round up your dexterity and constitution modifier since you don't get any bonuses from odd numbers, and I really hate having a negative HP modifier. It's just no fun. 5th level rogues get uncanny dodge, letting you reduce the damage of an incoming attack by half if you can see the source of damage. This will give you some of that clone durability you're supposed to have. You also get 3d6 sneak attack damage here. 6th level rogues get to be expertises in 2 more skills. Athletics will make your grappling checks really strong to get a human shield, and deception might be what your DM has you roll for pretending to be someone else. I think it's performance, but that's a debate I've seen so many times, and it's not like you're bad at either one either. The agent can play a lot of instruments. 7th level rogues get evasion, letting you take half damage on failed dex saves and no damage on successful ones. You kill people with explosions, you don't die in explosions. You could also pick off any survivors of the explosion with 4d6 sneak attack damage. 8th level rogues get another ability score improvement. Use this to cap off your dexterity modifier. Again, guns really should be your main method of dealing damage. Everything else is just showing off. You're not here for fun, you're here for death. 9th level assassins get infiltration expertise, letting you spend 7 days and 25 gold to establish a fake identity that no one can see through, as long as you're not pretending to be someone else or don't deliberately give yourself away. I've complained about this before in the Ezio video and in the Count Olaf video, but it's just not my cup of tea. I don't feel like the rest of your party's gonna want to wait 7 days. I don't think your DM is gonna have a plot that can stop for 7 days, and your expertise in performance and deception will make you very good at pretending to be people anyway, especially with something we're gonna get in a second, but at least you get 5d6 sneak attack damage. 10th level rogues get another ability score improvement or a feat. The skill expert feat will give you +1 to an ability score, will round up wisdom. You get another skill like medicine for better understanding of the human body you're destroying, and expertise with a skill like sleight of hand to pull the knife out quickly, then pull the knife out of your target's back quickly. 11th level rogues get reliable talent, meaning the lowest you can roll on a skill you're proficient with is a 10, and then you add your ability modifier, so your lowest performance and deception checks are 20. Do you still think you need to spend 7 days to infiltrate a brewery, especially with disguise kit proficiency? In addition to making your 9th level ability better, you get 6d6 sneak attack damage to make your 1st level ability better. 11th level rogue is very good. 12th level rogues get another ability score improvement. Let's raise up your strength modifier for better unarmed attacks and athletics checks. You do sort of have super strength and, super everything else. 13th level assassins get imposter, giving you advantage on deception and performance checks to pretend to be another person if you've spent 3 hours studying them. Or you have expertise with both of those skills anyway. Assassin does not make sense to me. It's like whipped cream on top of a milkshake. It's not bad, it just feels a bit redundant. Thankfully, 76 sneak attack damage is here to save the day. 14th level rogues get blind sense, meaning you always know the location of any creature within 10 feet of you, even if they're invisible, which might be useful if you go rogue on your agency. I don't want to tip my hand or anything, but did you notice the name of your class? Yeah. 15th level rogues get slippery mind for proficiency with wisdom saving throws. Very useful against charming, which makes sense because you don't feel anything. You're made only to kill. Sounds super duper fun for role playing. I'm being a little sarcastic, but I feel like Agent 47 is like edgy enough that it kind of turns back around and becomes silly again, especially when he throws bananas at people. 8d6 sneak attack damage, it's fun. 16th level rogues get another ability score improvement. Keep working on your strength. I want you balanced in everything so you can be prepared for any situation. If you have to disguise yourself as a birthday cake, I want you to be able to do that. 17th level assassins get Death Strike, letting you force a constitution saving throw of 8 plus your proficiency bonus and dexterity modifier on a creature that's surprised by your attack. Failing that, you can double the damage. So, surprise creatures. You don't get 9d6 sneak attack damage, and you don't get 18d6 sneak attack damage because of the crit. You get 36d6 sneak attack damage. Kinda makes up for the other lackluster abilities from Assassin. 18th level rogues get elusive, meaning that nobody can get advantage on you while you're awake. That's for you. You've always got the upper hand, even though everything you do is pretty underhanded. Murder and whatnot. You do have 2 hands, one can go up, one can go down. 19th level rogues get another ability score improvement. Bump your intelligence now, so your lowest skill check will be +2, making you absurdly consistent. That's probably why you get hired so often. That, and nobody is worried about you shedding hair everywhere. I have to deal with that. I'm like a big dog. This is also the last sneak attack buff for 10d6 regularly, or 40d6 on a surprise target. Our capstone is the 1st level of Monk. Stroke of Luck is kind of meh, considering how accurate you are with your attacks and skills. Monk will give you martial arts to make your unarmed attacks using your dexterity modifier, and unarmored defense to not take an AC penalty when you're not wearing armor. Feel free to mix this level in earlier if you like. I just wanted to get the biggest sneak attack damage as possible right away. Now that we've hit level 20, let's figure out how viable this build is. First, 40d6 sneak attack damage on a surprise target. That's 120 with median rolls. Pretty much either going to kill or at least push everyone to the brink of death before the fight even starts. Speaking of getting things done before the fight starts, your skills are ridiculous. With reliable talent, 5 skills expertise, and no negative modifiers to make you good at pretty much everything and still great at a lot of things. Finally, disguising is probably the most fun you can have doing role playing. Even if the assassin abilities aren't mechanically the best, you're gonna have fun. For weaknesses, the assassin abilities aren't mechanically the best. Imposter and infiltration expertise are some of the worst abilities in the game in my opinion. Tavern Brawler is also not great. It's more DM dependent. I'm super generous when it comes to improvised weapons because I think they're fun, but if your DM is trying to run a serious game, they might not let you do more than a D4 with a banana. Gosh dang it, Chet. Finally, you've got barely over 100 HP, so power word kill could be a power word problem, but you don't really fight. You disguise and roleplay your way into killing people without even rolling initiative. Just make sure that you have an exit strategy. Killing the host of a party might not be the biggest hit with the guests, man. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe for more. We make 2 videos every week. Join the Patreon for this character sheet and a whole bunch more, and sub to Tulok and Mango for more Tulok fun.